Hello everyone, the Joker here, and welcome back to another episode. And today, welcome. I said welcome twice, don't judge me please. And here I am, beautiful inside a coffin. I changed my profile picture. How do you guys like me now? Coffariga, smaha. So let's spin in happiness, and let's get started. But before we do, today, I want to tell you something. This is gonna blow your minds right now, and we haven't even started the video. I want you to put on your WAS hats. Get rid of your dumb caps. And be ready to hear something out of the all blue. But be warned, it might sound a little bit far-fetched. And what do you think? Pretty bad, huh? But, well, it doesn't matter. Let's carry on with the episode. But, oh, come on. You guys gotta admit that was good. I did One Piece, Yokai Watch, and Pokemon on free. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna stop. So, today we're gonna be talking about, boom, all the Pokemon Ash released. Hashtag, I hate you, Ash. I hate you so bad because you released those Pokemon that I loved. Some you didn't even release, but you never used them again, like Primeape, blah blah blah. Oh god, okay. Before I go crazy, 2 words and a lot of bullet points. Bulbapedia, Lapras, Primeape, Butterfree, and Pidgeot. Now, this needs to be changed. From the Gen 1 series TV and Orange Islands. Theory. This theory will blow all theories in science and matter, right? So let me keep you up to date. One of the most popular anime theories is from Pokemon. Fans believe Ash is just dreaming of being a Pokemon trainer after falling into a coma due to the incident in Episode 1, which would explain why he doesn't seem to age. Stop that. That is... It might be true. I can't say that it's not. But I can say that I've got a different theory. Because you see, I believe that Ash has never gone into what people call a long-term coma. And a long-term coma is when you're asleep, but you're kind of, in a coma for a very, very long time. And people think Ash is in his dream world. Literally, he's sleeping in his dreams. I don't believe that. I believe, well, I don't know if this actually exists or it could be possible, but my theory is that he's in a short-term coma, which I don't know if it exists, guys, but let me explain to you what I think it would mean if it existed, if it does. A short-term coma is when, out of nowhere, a person can go into a coma of a very short state, wake up, and everything seems to be normal. Now, what this means is that when Ash got hit by that lightning strike, that, he didn't go into a full coma and, no. I believe that he got affected his brain, and every now and then he gets into a coma. But this coma changes the fact just like a long-term coma. But instead, it doesn't change every fact. Now, what I believe in is that Butterfree is a key part in this theory, and so is Pidgeot. And I decided to leave Primeape and Lapras out because I'll explain later. But the thing is, why are the Pokemon that Ash released so important in this theory? Well, mostly because, the Pokemon that Ash released are normally never seen again or never talked about in the anime series. Now, why is that? Because they were fictions of Ash. They were never real. Ash made them up. Why is this? You see, well, Butterfree, he always said that he'd come back for Butterfree or Pidgeot. But did he? No, he never came back for them. And that just, well, he does talk about him on some very rare occasions. I do believe that his brain, of course, knows that it's real, but I don't believe it is, because Brock never mentioned it, and neither did Misty, and they was the ones who were adventuring with him when he had Pidgeot and Butterfree. He said one day he'd come back for Pidgeot, and that he'd leave us a yellow scarf for Butterfree so that he knew when he'd see it. Now, when Butterfree left, that put some tears in my eyes, and Pidgeot was also a big break for me, because he'd evolved, really recently, and he just beat the Pokemon League, and now he's leaving him behind. It's so sudden, and Butterfree, it was just a couple of episodes after evolving that it goes away as well. I wasn't expecting that turn of events, and really put a tear in my eyes, so this is a very touchy theory for me. But, of course, I still do believe in my theory that Butterfree and Pidgeot were just fake fictions of Ash while in his coma states. Not only because, Ash, I don't believe has gone into a long-term coma, because a lot of his other stuff don't link it to being fake instead of him not aging. But I believe that him not aging has to do with, cartoon logic. Alright. Now, is that all cleared? He doesn't age because of cartoon logic. There are so many theories out there that were broken because of cartoon logic. Why isn't this one being able to be broken? Now, anyway. I did say that Butterfree was fictional, but Metapod and Caterpie were not. Because Ash really does remember having a Caterpie and Metapod, and they had actually had a lot of moments together. But unlike Butterfree, their Caterpie and Metapod had one thing that can put him in the anime. Misty was afraid of bugs until she saw Butterfree. When she saw Butterfree, she didn't mind it because it was a beautiful butterfly, but Caterpie and Metapod she was terrified of. Now, although you might be saying that Misty, seeing Butterfree and saying that she doesn't mind bugs anymore, might just, prove that Butterfree's real as well. But then it can also prove that there were no bugs in the first place. That there were no Butterfree in the first place. She didn't mind the bugs because there were none there. Butterfree wasn't real. It was just a fiction of Ash. And they never actually saw it. Ash imagined that Misty saw it when Ash got into a coma state. Now, and also because, well, if he had a Caterpie and a Metapod, what did happen to Metapod, Well, remember that episode where, the Beedrills kinda took Metapod? Yeah, I think it was that episode. Because of the stress, Ash got into a short-term coma and passed out. And then what happens is that you're never able to save Metapod, and Metapod either, died, evolved, and never thought that Ash should abandon him and run away, or he stuck with the Beedrill. There's a lot of chances that to happen. Of course, Ash, to ease his pain, his brain simulated that Butterfree was real when it wasn't. Now, Pidgeot is a different case. Pidgey, Ash tried to catch. He didn't make it. He got really stressed, and of course he was very mad at Pikachu. He wasn't able to catch Pidgey. Pikachu wouldn't help him. He used a rock. Pidgey, he couldn't even hit a Spearow, and it's very stupid. And even Dexter and the Pokedex made fun of him. If that might have given him a bit of stress, is what I think. He entered a coma, and then his brain simulated something to make him feel better. Instead of him being able to catch a Pidgey, he managed to catch a Pidgeotto, which then later evolved in his memory into a Pidgeot. And then, when he was able to move on from that memory, he left that at the place where he would leave him to protect the Pidgeys from the sparrows that attacked him. Now, that's when his memories passed, and he was ready to move on, like with Butterfree. Goodbye Butterfree, that episode. His memory is finally able to move on from, Butterfree's kind of death sort of state. When he entered a coma, Butterfree possibly died. And his brain finally understood that he would probably accept if he knew, well, but he of course didn't know. But his brain finally accepted that Butterfree was free, and Butterfree was free, and it just turned off that part. So that means that it can, whatever you guys think. Jesus, I'm getting all nervous here. I don't know why. Don't ask me, but okay. Pidgeot and Butterfree are not real. I think they're short short-term coma side effects that Ash got. Now, this brings us to the end of this video. So please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to check out the Ginger Ninja Effort and Cody Cody. It's Cody B. I think you guys know him. 445 blah blah blah. And also check out It's Jack. Blah 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 blah. Why did they put all these numbers in their YouTube names? I don't get it. But I did collabs with them before, so you guys probably, well, I haven't done a collab with Ginger Nerf, which is quite surprising. But yeah, I'll do a collab with him after I go back to England, because now I'm holiday on Portugal, where I originate from, and I'm literally on my friend's computer because I don't have one yet of my own. That's how I was able to do this recording. Now, what do you guys think of the theory? Do you think it could work? You know, say what you guys think. If there's something wrong with my theory, please do comment about it. I want to know what you guys think. Alright, the Joker out, people.